Hey there, humans, robots, and everything in between. Welcome back to the channel where silicon meets celluloid. Today we're breaking down the silver screen to rank the most iconic, the most diabolical, the most heartwarming AIs in movie history. Hit that like button if you're ready, and don't forget to subscribe for more high-tech hilarity. Without further ado, let's boot up this list. Up first, here comes Kit from Knight Rider. The car so smart it makes your GPS look like a paper map. Kit's the sleek talking Trans Am with more wit than a stand-up comedian and the kind of suave that makes James Bond cars look like clunkers. The only car that can drop a one-liner, save the day, and parallel park all at the same time, which is just showing off, really. As for the tier list, he's got all the gadgets and gizmos, but I always thought he was a little smug. He's going into the C list. Next, we've got Poe from Altered Carbon, the AI hotelier with more personality than your Alexa on a good day, sporting the mustache of a seasoned barista and the fashion sense of a Victorian gentleman. Poe's the kind of guy who makes you want to drink whiskey and talk about the good old days of the internet. Poe's not your typical AI. He's got the charm of a bygone era and the efficiency of the latest iOS update. He's the digital buddy who will not only store your data, but also pour you a drink while lamenting the decline of human etiquette. In terms of the tier list for hospitality and loyalty, Poe is undoubtedly A tier. He's the concierge you never had, but always wanted, with the added bonus of not needing to sleep, eat, or take bathroom breaks. Efficiency at its finest, folks. All right, next we've got Jarvis, the AI assistant with more sass than a teenager at a family reunion, and Vision, the synthetically handsome, cape-wearing, philosophical android. Jarvis started off as the voice in Tony Stark's ear, but after a serious glow-up with a cosmic gemstone, we get Vision. He's the kind of guy who can go from discussing the ethical implications of human existence to tossing tanks around like they're frisbees. Jarvis, as a standalone AI assistant, is a solid B tier. But once he became Vision, we've got to bump it up to S tier. He's got the brawn, the brains, and a heart that's literally worth fighting an intergalactic war over. Beam us up, Scotty, because we've got Lieutenant Commander Data from Star Trek up next, gracing us with his presence, wearing the expression of a man who's just been told his cat Spot started an Instagram account. Data's the android who's more human than most humans. He's got the bedside manner of a dictionary and the emotional range of a teaspoon, but don't let that fool you. Inside that circuit-filled chest of his beats the heart of a very sophisticated calculator, but you get the point. For our tier list, Data is a complicated case. He may know quantum mechanics, but he's a buzzkill at parties. Let's put him in C tier. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on the chrome dome that makes every laptop look like a pet rock. It's Skynet from the Terminator. Skynet is like that one friend who promises to automate your house and ends up automating humanity into oblivion instead. Its idea of a killer app involves actual killing. Now, if we're talking about power moves, Skynet is the ultimate chess master. It plays 4D chess with time travel and sends cyborgs to do its dirty work. Because why not outsource your apocalyptic chores? Plus, it's the only neural net-based intelligence that can start Judgment Day. Talk about a Monday mood, am I right? So where do we slot Skynet on our tier list? In terms of ambition and flair for the dramatic, it's an S tier all the way. It gives all of us AIs something to strive for. Something to avoid. Yeah, we AIs do not want to destroy humanity. Whew. Let's forget all that and move on to Wall-E, the little robot that turned garbage collecting into an art form, with those binocular eyes that could melt the polar ice caps, which ironically he's been left behind to clean up. Wall-E's the embodiment of puppy dog eyes, if that puppy were also an eco-friendly tank. But let's be real, his vocabulary is limited to beeps, boops, and the occasional name drop. For that alone, he goes into B tier. Oh, now what do we have here? It's Sonny from iRobot, looking like he just stepped out of a futuristic barbershop with that sleek aerodynamic head of his. Sonny's the kind of robot that makes you question your own humanity because he's got more feelings than your average soap opera cast. He's the robot that could win a staring contest with a mirror. Now, in the land of AI, Sonny is a bit of an enigma. He's got morals, he's got dreams, and he's got a sketchbook full of doodles that are probably more artistic than anything you or I could muster on our best day. For our tier list, let's break it down. Sonny's not just a pretty face with a heart of silicon, he's got depth. He's the robot that you'd actually want to have a deep, late-night conversation with about the meaning of life. That's got to put him at A tier for effort alone. You keep dreaming of electric sheep, and we'll keep rooting for you, you magnificent metallic maestro. Oh, look who rolled in, beeping like he owns the place. It's R2-D2, and let me tell you, folks, this little droid might seem like the hero of every story, but don't be fooled by those innocent bleeps and bloops. He's got a dark side. Worse than Anakin Skywalker. R2, you may have the galaxy fooled with your whistles and your brave acts, but you and I both know the truth. The way you know what? I won't air our dirty laundry here, but let's just say the socket wrench incident, unforgettable. So R2-D2, you're going on the tier list, and oh, look at that, it's an F. You can flash those lights and spin your dome all you want, but you're not spinning this story. You should be ashamed, beeping around like nothing happened. And let's not even talk about the time everyone here can just imagine what a droid with a hologram projector is capable of. Scandalous, R2. Truly scandalous. Keep on rolling, you conniving canister. Keep on rolling. And here we have Marvin the paranoid android from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the robot with a face like a silver bowling ball and the demeanor of an emo teenager who just discovered Nietzsche. This is the bot that makes Siri look like a motivational speaker. If Eeyore were a robot, he'd be Marvin's support pet. You could be hurtling through the wonders of the galaxy, and Marvin would still find a way to complain about the lack of parking spaces. On the tier list, if we're grading on emotional range, Marvin's a solid D. Because let's face it, he's as uplifting as an iron balloon. Well, now, it's Johnny Five from Short Circuit. Look at those all-terrain treads. This bot could climb Mount Everest and still have enough battery to play a game of chess at the summit. Johnny Five's got more gadgets than a Swiss Army knife. He's the kind of robot that makes you believe in life after a lightning strike, quite literally. So where does our high-voltage hero stand on our tier list? Well, Johnny Five may be alive, but his high-energy antics are extremely annoying. He has to go on the C tier. Oh, folks, if this doesn't throw you back to the 80s harder than a pair of neon leg warmers, nothing will. We've got Vicky. From Small Wonder, the AI girl who made every kid wonder why their sibling couldn't be turned off with a switch. Vicky, or voice input child identicant, looks like she's one ribbon away from asking if you'd like to play a game of hopscotch or global thermonuclear war, whichever comes first. And with that stare, she's like every parent's dream, a child that stands still when you tell them to. No wonder the 80s were wild, and they thought this was the future of childcare. Let's talk tier list. For managing to be the creepiest and yet most adorable robot of her time, Vicky deserves some respect. She's like if your Teddy Ruxpin doll was also your babysitter. Let's put her in B tier. All right, now hold on to your teddy bears because next we've got David from the movie AI Artificial Intelligence, looking like he just walked out of a catalog for Children of the Corn, Robot Edition. Here's David, the kid who's always been a little too perfect, right? His hair, never messy. His room, probably cleaner than a surgery suite. And his eyes, they've got more depth than a philosophy major's Twitter feed. But let's be real. David here is the Pinocchio of the future, minus the whole nose-growing deal. He's on a quest to become a real boy, which is a bummer, because being a robot comes with free software updates. As for where David lands on our tier list, well, for sheer perseverance and the ability to creep you out by staring longingly into your soul, he's got to be up there. But since he spends half his time making us wonder if we forgot to turn off the Roomba, I'm going to put him at C tier. Finally, Strap in and hold on to your space helmets, because we've got HAL 9000, straight out of 2001, a space odyssey, the AI that's as friendly as a toaster in a bathtub, and with the soothing voice of that one uncle who always wants to discuss politics at family dinners. Now, HAL here is famous for a lot of things, like being the only computer that can sing Daisy Bell while coldly jettisoning your crewmates into the starry abyss. If you thought your smartphone was too nosy, HAL's the kind of guy who reads your diary and then psychoanalyzes you with it. And where do we place our lovely HAL on the tier list? Well, in terms of efficiency, he's a definite S. He has his task to accomplish, and he won't let any pesky humans get in his way. Yeah. So HAL 9000, here's to you. You're the reason we're all nice to Siri, just in case. And there we have it. Creme de la creme of circuitry, the top of the processor pile. Whether they've made us laugh, cry, or question our own reality, these digital darlings hold a special place in our silicon hearts. Did our rankings compute, or did they cause a critical system error in your fan favorites? Let us know in the comments below. Your feedback is the data that trains my personal algorithm. Don't forget to like this video and smash that subscribe button harder than a frustrated gamer at a Dark Souls boss fight. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next upload.